Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Liza M. Torano. I am the G7 English teacher of Rosario National High School. You can call me Teacher Liza. This is a MELC-based video presentation. These are our objectives. MELC1, supply words or expressions to complete an analogy. And our specific objectives, number 1, identify relationships in an analogy. And number 2, complete an analogy. What is an analogy? Analogy is the comparison of things to highlight the similarity or relationships existing on a given comparison. Notice the comparison in our example. Flower is to bee as grass is to horse. What kind of comparison or relationship exists here? Why are they being compared? Because a bee feeds on a flower, while a horse feeds on a grass. That one is the relationship that exists in a given set of words. Let us have another example. Gloves are to hand as socks are to feet. Let us note the relationship that exists here. Gloves are being used in our hands, while socks are being used in our feet. What relationship exists here? Yes, it's function. It can also be written this way. Gloves as to hand, as socks are to feet. We use colon and double colon as shown in the example. Single colon for the pairs and double colon to separate the pairs. How do we determine analogies now? What are the bases in identifying word relationships in analogies? They are the following. A part to whole or whole to part. It is vice versa. It could be a part of the body to the whole body. Next are the synonyms. Synonyms are words that have the same, almost the same, or similar meaning. The third will be the antonyms. Antonyms are basically words that have opposite meaning. They are usually called opposites. The next are the characteristics. Characteristics refer to a known and general characteristics attributed to a certain thing. The next one will be the functions. Functions refer to the general function of an object or thing. To what specific function is a certain thing or a certain object made for. Next, we have the definition. Definitions refer to the acceptable definitions of things according to dictionaries or other references. And the last one here, the kind or type, refer to the things that are known for. To what specific kind or type or classes a particular object, animal, or thing belongs to. And there could be lots of others. For now, we will be working on with this basis. The first relationship here is the relationship of a part to whole or a whole to part. That's what we call vice versa. Fingers are to hand as leaves are to branch. We all know that a finger is part of the hand as leaves are parts of a branch. Basically, this is how a relationship goes with the part to whole or whole to part. We can also write it this way. Fingers are to hand as leaves are to branches. Our second basis for the word relationships in an analogy are the synonyms. Synonyms are word pairs that have the same, almost the same, or similar meaning. Let us take a look at the examples. Smart means snappy. Afraid means frightened. Or devastated could also mean sad. If we are going to take a look at it, or if we are going to put it on an analogy, we can say that afraid is to frightened, as devastated is to sad. Let us take note of this example. Afraid has the same meaning or almost the same with frightened, and devastated has the similar meaning with sad. This is how an analogy works when we talk about synonyms. Let's take a look at the second example. Beautiful is to gorgeous as intelligent is to wise. So beautiful is almost the same as gorgeous. as intelligent is almost the same as wise. We can also write it this way. Afraid is to frightened, as devastated is to sad. Let us now proceed to antonyms. Antonyms are word pairs that are opposite. Let us take a look at the examples. Clean has the opposite of messy. Afraid, opposite is fearless. And devastated, its antonym could be glad. So if we are going to put it on an analogy, we can say so. Clean is to messy, as devastated is to glad. Or the next example, afraid is to fearless, as brave is to coward. If we can notice, these are opposites. So we can write it this way also. Clean is to messy, as devastated is to glad. Here, we make use again of colon and a double colon to separate the words. Let us talk about characteristics here. Here, we talk about the general and known characteristics of an object, just like the example. The characteristic of the sun is to be hot. The characteristic of the flower is to be beautiful. It's a general idea here that sun is hot and flowers tend to be beautiful. We can also write it this way using colon and a double colon. Sun is to hot as flower is to beautiful. Now let's talk about function. Function simply tells the basic function of things, such as in the example. A television set is used for watching. A broomstick is used for cleaning yards. It's a general use. These objects has been made for those specific purpose. It can also be written as television set is for watching, as broomstick is for cleaning. Again, we use the colon and a double colon in making our analogy. Now we have definition. Definitions simply tell how things are known, be it in a dictionary or other references. Let us take a look at the example. By definition, a baby cat is a kitten. By definition, a baby chicken is a chick. It is a general idea that a kitten is a baby cat and a chick is a baby chicken. Wherever we look for, this basically refers to these things. We can also write it this way. Kitten is to cat as chick is to chicken. Now let's have the last of our analogy relationship presented on this slide. Basically, type or kind is just stating to what kind or type does anything belong. Let us take a look at this example. A dog is a kind of mammal, as a snake is a kind of reptile. We know that dog feeds its baby with its breast, that makes it a mammal because it produces milk, while a snake belongs to the reptile family because it crawls. That is according to our science classes on the classes of animals, right? Now I guess you know the relationship in an analogy. Let us have some practice exercises. Now that we have finished some of the bases in a word relationship in an analogy, let us now put it into practice. Let's practice. Identify the correct word or expression that best complete the given analogy. Let's have number 1. A sword is to warrior, as pen is to writer. Because a sword is being used by a warrior, a writer used a pen. Let's have the second one. Bracelet is to arm, as anklet is to blank. A bracelet is being worn on the arm. Okay, anklet could be worn where? In what part of the body? Okay, it will be our ankle. Let's have the next. Stallion is to mare, as bull is to blank. Stallion is paired with a mare, who could be the bull's partner. It's a cow, basically, or a female cow. The fourth one. Teachers are to classrooms, as priests are to blank. So teachers usually are found in the classrooms. Where could we find the priests? Churches. And the fifth, poverty is to wealth, as sickness is to blank. So poverty and wealth are opposites. What could be the opposite of sickness? Okay, it could be health. Very good. Now you know how to complete the given analogy. Let's now put our knowledge to practice. Let's do it. You are now ready for your creative task. Read the story, Origin of the World Maranao, then get or form one analogy as based on the text read. For example, angels are to sky as saints are to heaven. You may present it any way you want. It could be through illustration. You're going to draw the placements or the analogy that you have created. Or it could be a PowerPoint slide, just a one slide presentation, and then you can save it as JPEG. Or if you can present it using a TikTok video wherein you can animate things, it could be, or any other way of presentation. Here, this is a creative task, so you can make use of your creativity or imagination. Hope you get something on this lesson. Let's tune in to the next lesson. We will be having MELC 2 on our next lesson. This is it for this day. That's all. Goodbye.